through my veins. On the pitch where the glory remains, the cockerel stands brave on the crest. North London pride, this ain't no jest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly high. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly high. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. Hold 'em, Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly high. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly high. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
There we go. Hello, guys, and welcome. Ladies and gents and eternal optimists. Still waiting for the 61 double to come back. Well, I am. Welcome to the North London podcast. I am your host, Derma, aka Dermatron, the most delusional Spurs fan around. The Spurs are tragic, who's convinced our next trophy is just one VAR conspiracy away. Tonight, we flip the script. Xavi dribbles past their entire back line like a shopping trolley, and Van der Ven headers the winner off the corner while doing the tango. No more moral victories. We're talking actual tangible points, unless the ref's a gooner, in which case pass the popcorn. Their defence without Gabriel, well, it's like guarding the crown jewels with a wet paper bag. Eze, who snubbed us? Who's he? He'd be crying into his rice when Simmons ghosts him. So grab your lucky pants, mute the haters, and let's charge into the cauldron. Come on, you Spurs, or at least don't lose more than 3. Welcome to the North London podcast. I hope you're enjoying yourself tonight. I am joined by 3 really great people. My usual co-host, the man who used to own Crystal Palace. So he keeps telling me it is the one and only Tequila Simon Jordan. How are you this evening, Tequila?
That was a great speech there, mate.
I actually, with the help, I'll be honest with you, with the help of AI.
No, don't spoil your guts. You made to take credit for it. I was trying to big you up, mate.
Thanks.
Sideboards are not taken over yet. You have to give at least 10, you have to give at least no 5 or 6 years for that.
It did ask me to put in the Macarena, and I couldn't say Macarena, so I put Tango in instead. I thought that's easable to say. Thanks, Tequila. That's very kind of you. How are you, bud?
Bit sniffly, guys. I apologise if you hear the occasional cough and stuff, but I'm all right for now. Please don't get ill.
Down there below me, of course, was once my nemesis, but now's one of my best friends. Well, he's in the Dermatron cauldron of friends. Of course, it's my mate. It's everyone's mate. It's the Rain Man himself. Do you know what? I need smoke when you come on, like a good boxing intro. Have smoked and have somebody rap your name, like you coming in. Like Tequila used to run the football club. We'll have you as Jake Paul, the problem child of the Tottenham community. How are you, Rain, tonight, bud?
I'm still not sure I'm everyone's friend. I've certainly picked my scraps in my time when I've been on streams. But no, yeah, I'm good. Looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah. And of course, this man, well, he's coming here with his hard hat on. He did chuck it about 5 minutes ago. But he's coming here to tell us something about some team in North London. Never heard of them. I mean, they're the only team to build their stadium next to an open sewer. They're the only team decided to behave like the Beverly Hillbillies and then move across North London because they found a bit of oil somewhere in N5. I forget what they're called, but anyway, Brenny, you're a legend. But what's your club called again? Is it
Finsbury Park FC?
That's the name of the Finsbury Park FC. But how are you tonight, Brenny? How are you?
Yeah, as good as can be. Not too bad. Nice and cold out there. Good here in London. Oh, it weren't as bad yesterday, but you know, when you're home and the heating's on and you can just chill after a week of work and look forward to the derby on Sunday. Hope it's better than the women's one, Dermo.
Yeah, I hope so too. But it is, of course, the North-South London derby, as I like to call it, because you do live in South London. I mean, Tequila,
No,
people.
we don't. We're not there now, are we? We're not there now.
Yeah,
Where's
because you
South Palace? Millwall, Charlton.
Yeah, but you should be. You should be evicted. We've been going to the High Court for 100 years and we still can't get rid of you.
No,
you know, there's a
I wouldn't
smell.
even go down to Streatham.
You know, what do you reckon, Tequila? You know, they're not a proper North London club, are they? Come on.
Oh, still better than Chelsea. There you go. That's
Yeah,
the best
exactly. Anyone's better than Chelsea.
I'll give you. That's the best compliment I'll give you right now, Brenny. You're still better than Chelsea. There you go.
Oh, big up
Anyone's
to you all. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Well, at least Brenny's lot don't actually play with bubbles and play with Barney the dinosaur. That's what they do at West Ham. Chelsea, they're still trying to find their way into the stadium because I've forgotten where it is.
Mm.
And as for Arsenal fans, they bring a book with them when they go and watch the team play at the Emirates because it's like a library. So, you know, we're the only genuine Tottenham Hotspur football fans in North London, unless you're Man United, but you're a London fan anyway. So I'm surprised there's any fans from Manchester in Manchester. Hello, Colin. Wow. I do see you in the chat. That's why I did say it. Hope you're doing well. Let's welcome a few people in and we'll get on with the topics tonight. We've got Wayne Bonner. Good evening, folks. Hope you're all well and having a great week. I'm sticking with a 2-0 Spurs win Sunday, maybe 3-0 if we get cheeky, hopefully. David Clark says we've saved him from Coronation Street Tequila. What do you reckon? I mean, that's the first time everyone said they've saved us from a soap opera.
No, I mean, it could be EastEnders or something, bro. I don't know what's worse. What's worse, Coronation Street or EastEnders? I mean, I don't watch either, but I don't know.
You want to try Fair City over here? That's worse than the Barry.
You want to know? I think Coronation Street's worse. I do.
Well, didn't Trigger ask Mike that once? Trigger asked him, what was better, Mike? You know, Coronation Street or EastEnders? And what was the reply about from what was it, Boise, wasn't it? About if it's if it's all Eldorado, we can sleep easy.
Well, you're saying about Coronation Street in Arsenal, right, and Boise. Well, there is an old wives' tale coming from North London. That North London was a lovely land. It was beautiful, full of cockerels, full of Tottenham maidens, full of lovely, beautiful. And then one fateful day, some lot from South London moved in.
The cannons.
You know, all the cockerels were dead. The maidens were up the duff. And and Arsenal were trying to say we're the kings of North London. It's been hell ever since. South London. South London. Yeah, boom, back to South London. He went, David Clark said, sadly, yes. There you go. Are you a robot? No. Do I sound bad? My name is Dermot. I am Dermotron.
I think Dermot's a Dalek, isn't he? If he's a robot,
Yeah.
he's like a Dalek from Doctor Who.
No, Dermatron.
Yeah, right,
If you in the next Transformers movie.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I do. I transfer him into a cockerel, apparently. Apparently. I mean, Tequila transforms into a brand new Ferrari.
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing is I'm a Ferrari engine in the tank. There you go.
Oh, you're a triple changer then.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember those? Oh, dear.
Yeah. Right. There's only one team constantly bringing trophies to north side of London as well. Yeah, us.
Well,
yeah, we're the only. Yeah, we won a European trophy. What did you win last year? A bottle. Hang on.
see, this is what I was waiting on as well. You know, with all this.
Can I just
When you won that
this
trophy,
this is
17 years.
Arsenal's trophy. They sent it to me, right? They let it out of their trophy cabinet. This is Arsenal's trophy. So big up Arsenal. You've won a bottle.
The only
We're going
trophy
for
we won in the last
hat-trick this year.
5. Only trophy we won in the last 5 years is a dog called Win. I would have named the dog Draw because we drew so many games last season.
We are European champions, and you will never sing that. Because I am both constipated and diarrhea better than. Oh right, okay, fair enough.
Europa League champions.
Column
You never
says
never read these before you read these out, do you, Dermo?
No, I don't. No. This lecture is a bitch. Never mind. We have spread out because we have too many fans to fit managers. That's the best one. That's the best comeback yet. Gerard likes watching Emmerdale, or he thinks Emmerdale's worse. Oh Jesus, Dermot's on about very funny. I ain't falling for it this time. Best thing to come out of North London is Judas, Invincibles, and the train back to North England. We got
speaking of Sol Campbell, very quickly, right? And Brenny might be able to add his 2 cents as well.
Yeah.
He says he's faster than Van der Ven. What do you think?
He's what?
He said at least in his prime. I don't think he meant right now, but at least in his prime, he seems to think that he's faster than Van der Ven is. What do you guys think?
No, he was not as fast as Van der Ven. No way. Not in his prime. But he was just quality of everything else. But the legend that is Saucier Campbell.
Oh, we can't call him a legend, but there's no denying that he was a really good, great defender.
Oh, he was a legend for us. It was a legend for us. He was great for us.
Yeah. He run faster than Roger Rabbit. I mean, Judas.
The reason why he was such a good runner because he was running away from Spurs so fast because all the fans were chasing.
Well, that's
him.
why. That's why I had him in.
Runner.
You see, Tequila. That's why I had him in the all-time Spurs and Arsenal.
Did you put him in it? Okay. You put him in.
Yeah, I mean, and Sol Campbell was in that 11 as a Spurs player, so I can just get him in. So I can get him more Arsenal players. It makes sense. That was pretty cool.
I have renamed him as Judas, by the way. I didn't put his name in. I had to put I'm sorry, I couldn't name him, so I put Judas in.
I was gonna do Pat Jennings as well in goal for Spurs. So I would have had more Arsenal players, but I thought, I better stick with Seaman instead.
Before we get into it, very quickly, I meant to mention it the other night. I want to send all our best wishes to Tony Galvin, who sadly become very ill over the weekend. I think he had a stroke, I think. So Tony Galvin, a great legend of Tottenham, a legend of Ireland, the Republic of Ireland as well. That winger down, up and down that right wing was socks down by his ankles. And did he set up the goal for Villiers in 81? Was it him and the... Can't hear you, bud.
I don't remember.
I think he was. I mean,
it would be as famous as Vertonghen's assist for Sonny's Puskas goal. Nobody really noticed what happened before.
I just want to wish him all the best, and I'm sure Tequila, you do as well. It's not nice anyone falling ill, but a Spurs legend like that. We just want to say we should have done it a few days ago. But do you want to say anything, Tequila, before we move?
Well, I hope him and his family sake more importantly than Well, I'd say it to be honest, I'd say it for any player really who's ill like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets better, mate. We are thinking of you.
Yeah,
Especially Spurs
an absolute legend. He is Tony Galvin.
It's quality. It was absolute quality.
Yeah, it was. He was quality. He's in my all-time Spurs Arsenal 11. I had to put him
Okay.
in. I want to say big up to everyone joining tonight. Hope you're enjoying it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and also hit the notification bell. More shows coming out in the next few days. We're going to start tonight, guys, on the injury crisis. A tale of two back lines. Now, I don't want to give too much away because we've got the Tottenham team talks coming out at 9 in the morning. I did go through the Tottenham team news, but I will go through it in case you might forget it by then. So we will bring it up now. Guys, this is Tottenham's team news. Papa Sarr, Bergville, Rando Kulu, and Mohamed Kudus all trained and available for Arsenal. Drags in very close to competitive minutes. So, guys, with again, I'm going to start with you. With the likes of Kulu and Kudus coming back, Sarr and Bergville, does that give you more hope that he might start Kudus and Kolo up front instead of Brennan Johnson and Richarlison?
If we have any desire to score a goal, we will, yeah. I'm assuming that Frank would like to score a goal. Then again, he'd probably be happy with a draw, let's be honest. I'm not slacking him off, I'm saying the truth. So
no,
yeah, I mean, come on, you've just used our two pantomime villain players there, mate. No, those two I think they are the worst two players in our squad. They're certainly the worst two in our quote unquote starting 11, aren't they? So anything's an upgrade, mate. You know it is. So yeah, of course it's going to be better.
Yeah, I mean,
not happy about some of that news though. Dragerson, dude. I'm sorry, guys. I don't. I've seen nothing from him. Absolutely nothing. He's played okay for his country. There you go.
Yeah, I've seen him play really well for Romania. But we have to take into consideration that Frank clearly is very careful about bringing players back from injury. So I would be stunned if we saw Bergvall start for us. I'd be surprised if we see Sarr start for us. I'm expecting Kudus to start for us. But I don't know this Kolo. So Kolo Muani, right? Injured, missed one game, one maybe two games in his whole career. Comes to Spurs, has a dead leg out for a month, and then fractures his jaw. I don't know. Is Frank going to play somebody with a fractured jaw? I can't remember. I mean, obviously, there's famous Harry Kane where he had a cheek, and Gaza had a similar thing.
Gary Mabbott played with a broken eye socket as well. Had a mask on for that.
Yeah. But a fractured jaw? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's gonna. I mean, he's been. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I want him to start because it's that or Tequila's mate.
Tequila's favourite play. You do realise Tequila has posters of him up on his wall. He's got a picture of him next to his bed.
You've got a shrine.
I mean, Tequila, you love the man. I know you do. We're going to get that onto him in a minute. Brenny, pro Tequila's smoke coming out of his ears at the moment. Brenny, look, with you've got Gabriel out. That's a big miss for you, isn't it? That is a big one for you. How long is he out for? Is it a month?
I think it's 4 to 6 weeks, maybe something like that. But I don't think we'll see him for this year. Probably see him in January, maybe. But you know what? I am actually okay about it because what gets me is, you see, I'm not a top gooner, and a lot of them when I see other streams and it's all about, oh well, we've got this squad now, and we have got the squad, and I agree with that. But then I just look at it and think, well, hold on a minute, we've now got quality. So what's the problem? As much as I rate Gabriel, and it'll be a miss, I think we've now got players to come in and do a job. It's not like 2-3 seasons ago, where we wouldn't have had someone come and do the job because Rob Holding. If this was three seasons ago, Rob Holding, for me, I wouldn't trust him to play against yourselves. You know, I wouldn't trust him to play against Huddersfield. But you know what I mean. And we've now got that depth. I mean, Hincapi is pretty solid. And also Mosquera, whoever partners Saliba, I've got no worries that they'll do a job on Sunday. And
Well, obviously,
Bayern Munich and Chelsea, for example.
obviously, we went for Nkappi, and
Yeah.
and he decided to go down the red path instead. So I'll be honest, mate. I think he's quality. I think he'll do a decent job for you at left back, at left set, because it's the left side. Gabriel plays the left side, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And Saliba plays the right side. And considering he turned us down and chose you, it's got him scoring a goal from a set piece written all over it. To be honest, it's like
No, mate. Rain, it's going to be Eze putting him through to score. That'll be the writing on it. Destiny for that to happen. Destiny for that to happen.
I've got a few little tidbits here to read out. Arsenal defensive takes a massive hit with that Gabriel. Hamstring out until 2026, forcing untested pairings like William Saliba or Christian Musquet or Henkapi. But this is Tottenham's first North London derby without Harry Kane or Son since 2014. Players who have netted 27% of Tottenham's Premier League goals versus Arsenal. I mean, Tequila, look, we know we've got a problem up front at the moment. We know, but it is the best away team in the Premier League playing the best home team in the Premier League. Does that give you a bit of confidence going into this game with our RA record?
No.
That's why I love
you wanted more.
To the point.
Okay.
I'll give you
okay.
More.
Okay. Firstly, I was going to be sarcastic, shocking, I know, and ask you about the
sarcastic.
I was going to say to you about our great replacements for both Harry Kane and Song, such as, and also don't forget those great replacements that we've got for those two players we've lost. So we've got no replacement for them. And I don't know how anyone thinks we've got a chance, but we've got a chance to get in a draw. I want to ask Brenny quickly, right? What would have to happen for Spurs to beat you? Would you have to go down to like 9 men or something?
No, we'd have to we'd have to be very complacent to get beaten on Sunday. Very complacent. And what I find as well is I hate micromanaging. It's not just Mikel Arteta that does it. There's other managers, not just in Premier League around the world, that do it. I feel that. I also feel that
they used to be called Tinkerman, didn't they? Do you remember?
Julio,
wasn't it? Julio was known as Tinkerman.
Yeah, Ranieri as well in Chelsea's first season when they were reformed. You know, so there was that as well. So you know what I mean. And yeah, I just find with Arteta, he is a very cautious, super cautious guy, and I didn't like the when we were 2-1 up against Sunderland. I thought, okay, right, knockout blow now. Let's get the third goal. Didn't happen. I feel against yourselves, if you start off well and we go a goal up, I think in the first half, I wouldn't be surprised if if it's still 1-0 after 82, 83 minutes, he's going to bring on defenders, and he's going to hold on to that lead instead of thinking, well, hold on a minute, let's get because we got players coming back now, attacking players. Let's push on Spurs' type, fullbacks, and let's get a second goal. But that won't happen. It won't happen, and then he'll be thinking about Bayern Munich, and I don't want that, because I don't want us to switch off like we did against Sunderland with that equalising goal.
Brenny, do you fear any of our players, mate? I ask this a lot whenever we have another kind of team fan. I always because I want to get an outsider's perspective. Do you fear any of our attacking players? Because we know as Spurs fans that's significantly our weakest area. So when you go into it, you scared of any of our players, any attacking players?
No, if you'd have asked me this question 4 seasons ago, I would have said yes.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not. But I think your backline's been very impressive. I think Vicario, I rate Vicario highly. We're really, it's going to take something special to beat Vicario. I feel, because I think he'll be busy. But I just don't want us relying on set pieces. I don't just want us just playing on the flanks all the time and just looking to get meaningless crosses in. I'd love for us to just play through the middle like we used to, because I think we're pretty strong in the middle. And if he goes with Rice, Zubimendi, and Eze, I'll be happy with that. So yeah.
I mean, look, guys, form is important. If you read it, Arsenal are unbeaten in the last 9, leading by 4 points with the league's tightest defence, 5 goals conceded. They've won 5 of the last 6 derbies since Spurs' 3-0 win in May 2022. Tottenham, though, I recently have been unbeaten away in 5, 13 out of 15 points, plus a 9-goal difference, best in the Premier League. Their XG is 11.7 in total, screams insufficiency. Sorry, but is that the word? Sorry.
Inefficiency.
Thank you. But away wins to Man City highlight the resilience. Look, I think Tequila's right. Our weakest point is, I think he makes a very good point, that our weakest part of the team is our forward line. But if you look at our defence, it's a lot tighter than it was last season. If this was Tequila's favourite manager in charge, I think we'd be even more frightened going up in this. But we did get a 2-2 draw in our first season there, but we threw it away last season. You did the double over last season. So where I really want is where you think this game can be won and lost. I think it's going to be won and lost in the defence. I really do. Who's got the better defence? So I will start with you, Tequila. I'm going to work my way round to you, Rain, and then the opposite question, I'll work my way back again. So Tequila, just yes or no in this. Do you agree it would be through the defence, or where do you think it might be won and lost?
A 2-word answer: set pieces. It seems like that's Arsenal. One way Arsenal likes to score this season, and let's be honest, our most likely chance to score as well is going to be a set piece. Do I like it that way for either team? No, but that's the way it looks like it's going to be. It's going to be set pieces, but it's Bolton versus Stoke.
Yeah, that's true. Rayman, just wanted to change it a little bit for you. Ireland had a brilliant international break. I don't know why you look so shocked.
What do I get a question about? What do I get a question about?
Now, hang on. There is a question. There is a Tottenham element coming into it. So give me a minute. Ireland had a great international
That reaction was great, Rain Man. That reaction was great.
It was. But if you listen to that, there is a Tottenham part to it. Look, if you look at Ireland, had a great international break. We beat Portugal. We beat Hungary, teams we shouldn't be beaten after 1 point after the first 3 games. Should Tottenham take that sort of Irish mentality of, to hell who we're playing, we're going to give it our all, and we have this resilience that we will get a result. Yes, we've only had 1 win there since 2010, but look at Ireland. If Ireland can go and beat Portugal and Hungary and qualify for the playoffs, why can't Tottenham go to the Emirates and get a result?
I see where you're going with this, Dem. It's just a shame we don't have a player of the quality of Troy Parrott up front for us. It's if only we could go and grab a player like that.
We can't attract players as good as that. You know that, Rain.
I think, yes, but I think Arsenal are a step ahead, right? Arsenal are a very well-oiled machine. Arteta has got them, absolutely nailed down. And let's be clear. I think that the game will be won or lost in midfield. The standout signing for me for Arsenal was Rice. He basically carried West Ham for a period of time, and then he's come to Arsenal, and he's just shown again and again and again why you spend £100 million on a player, because everybody thought he's defensive mid, and he's just shown he's just way better than that. He's just he's class in a glass. Arsenal's midfield up against, I'm expecting Paulinho, Bentancur, Xavi. Xavi, who's really struggling to settle in to the Premier League, not unheard of. I just think I fear that the Arsenal midfield is going to be too much. They profile their players very, very, very well. If you look at Zubimendi's just absolutely outstanding, and they went and got Eze. He hasn't settled in brilliantly. He hasn't landed brilliantly, but they don't need him to. They can afford to take their time and let him settle into the team, because everybody knows that he can perform in the Premier League. He's done it. So it's going to be won or lost in midfield. Can Paulinho and Bentancur match up to Zubimendi and Rice? And I'm fearing the worst, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I am right. And look, Brenny, my dislike to one of your midfielders. You know who I'm talking about, the traitorous little traitor.
Christian Norgard. He's only been with us a few months.
Yeah, not him. You know who I'm talking about. What goes with your Chinese or Indian? Look, I will put my bias to one side. I think your two midfielders have been exceptionally this season. They really have. Rain is right. Arsenal are a machine. But I saw a little bit of a sort of dent in their armour against Sunderland, where Sunderland, to be fair, you should have won that game, but you didn't. Arteta, for me now, I want to know about Arteta. Thomas Frank's under no real pressure because this is his first season, first North London derby. There is pressure, but he's not under as much pressure as Arteta is.
No, that's
this
right.
Is no dig. This is no dig at you. 3 times you've gone for the title. 3 times you've bottled
it. It's true. You're absolutely right.
I'm not trying to have a dig. So what makes you more confident this year that he's going to get it right 4th time lucky?
I don't know, to be honest with you, because I think I said to you already a few weeks ago, and so I said Man City for me is still the favourites, and I think at this rate we'll finish second. That Sunderland game was a big test, because you'd have thought, let's go, like I said already, go for the kill, make it 3-1 instead of it being 2-2, knowing fully well that the following day City and Liverpool, one of them had to drop points. It is pressure. It is pressure for Arteta this season, and I think it's also because of the money spent. It's because of the money spent. Gone over, last few seasons we've gone over the £1 billion mark under Arteta, and I cannot believe it's his 6th anniversary coming up. It's just wow. Enough said about that. But sorry.
No, I get that. I get that, Brenny. I get that. But I do understand that. Sorry, bud. Go on.
No, sorry, but I was basically saying there is pressure. There is more pressure. You're right about there is more pressure under for Arteta, more so than Thomas Frank, because of the money spent, and the board and Andrea Berta, they'll be watching Arteta, because if we don't deliver anything this season, I think he's gone.
Yeah,
I think he's gone, and he deserves to go. Yeah, taking us this far, but if you can't get over the line, he's got to go. Simple as.
Yeah, I get it. That's true. I want to get at what the North London derby means to us all. I mean, Tequila, look, we're talking, me and Rain are Spurs fans. We're the proper North London clubs. Brenny's North London stroke South. He's going to kill me one day. I know he will. He'll find me and arrest me and put me away.
No, you know what? It'll probably be probably if I'll find you next month when you come to the Brentford game.
Yeah, I'll go. Rain Man, save me. look, Tequila, North London Derby. Look, I've seen a lot more. I'm sort of more of an older fan than you. You've seen your plenty, and I've seen. What was the best North London Derby for you in your lifetime? What's the one that makes you look at it and think, you know, if we can do that on Sunday, I
think
want
it
players.
might have been under Redknapp. Was it the one where David Bentley scored?
Or the 4-4.
4-4.
Yeah. I think that's probably out of the ones I've seen. I think that one is probably. And there's another one that comes to mind as well. The one with Danny Rose got his goal.
Was
Remember
that the year we qualified for the Champions League for the first time?
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that I thought you would have gone for the 2010 one, the 3-2, when we came from 2-0 down to win 3-2.
Yeah, no. If it's just about the result, then of course. But I just, when I think of performances, that one, is it the David Bentley under Redknapp? That one, for some reason, that just sticks in my mind the most.
Yeah,
it does.
I remember that.
Lennon
I went
as
to
well,
bed because I was flying out early next morning. I was going to a wedding. I'm flying to Ireland. I'd go to a wedding, and I remember going to bed, us losing, and waking up the next morning, finding we drew 4-4. I was buzzed all day.
It was a crazy game. That one.
It was. So what? Then to add on to that, Tequila, just go be the same question individually for you, Tequila. What, in one word, what does the North London Derby mean to you? In one word.
It's difficult, don't I? Okay, I know you wanted one word, but I'll try to describe it. When I used to live in London, it was about bragging rights.
Yeah.
When I used to live in London, I've been out of London for about 20 years now, so it's changed a little bit. I think that's also to do with why I dislike Chelsea more now, because I'm not quite involved as much. You know what I mean? I haven't got that many Arsenal supporting mates. I've got plenty here of Chelsea supporting friends.
So bragging rights. That's good. I like that. That's good.
When I lived in the area, mate. Yeah, it's a little different now. But yeah,
I'd say. But what I want to do also at the end, when we end up, you all got a little 10 seconds or 15 seconds. You've got to give your best motivational speech if you were the manager to the Tottenham players. You can be as funny, you can be as sarcastic, you got full reign within not getting us brought off air. So Tequila, I'm giving you a bit of time. You can be as sarcastic and funny as you like. But you're Thomas Frank for 15 seconds. So do come up with that, guys. Rain, I'll go to you, bud. In one word, what does the North London mean to you? Derby mean to you?
Challenge. I'll be honest. I don't really see this as any. I know I'll be roasted for it, or maybe I don't really see it as a different type of game. If I'm really honest, I know that it's bigged up. And
you still live in the area, Rain. You still live in the area, though, don't you?
No, I don't live.
You don't live in the area anymore. Oh, sorry, I thought you did.
No, boy, the thing is, I never lived over Tottenham way. It was my cousins who lived in Tottenham, and it was a couple of my mates when I was very, very young who got me into Tottenham. But I've always had Arsenal friends, and I've never been the type to be sort of that kind of way, really. I support my club, they support their club. That is what it is, really. And I prefer to have a discussion about the various merits. That's just who I am. I did enjoy the I did. Oh no! I'll tell you what. There is one caveat which really got my goat, which was St Totteringham's Day. That really, really got my goat, because if you think, what I've just said, the way that I think football rivalry, that was just so out of order. It really was. And then there was no real recognition that for a good number of years that went, you know, and unfortunately, since Poch, you know, since Conte, it's, you know, Arteta's got it back. They've taken us over. So they are a challenge to us.
What's
I
the one
think
game? What's the one game, Rain, for you that stands out for you?
the game? What was it? Well, I've got it here. The recent one in April 23.
Yeah,
In April 2023, when we beat them to
That was under Conte, wasn't it?
22.
I remember under Conte.
yeah. Was that 22 or 23?
It was 22.
was it 22? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
that
still
more or less
hurting
got
now.
that more or less got his Champions League, didn't it?
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was, you know, that was the last time that I think we really went head to head, you know, and fair play to them. They didn't, you know, the Arsenal hierarchy weren't over emotional about you know, about where that was. They just kept on doing what they were doing the right thing in the right way, and eventually, you know, they've overtaken us. So because they could have got emotional, they could have gone, you know, they could have ditched Arteta at that point. Maybe they would be, you know, maybe they would have won the league. I don't know, but he's certainly, well, they've certainly overtaken us with the chaos that we've had in the last 5 years.
That's true, but we've won a trophy where they haven't. So I know what you're saying, but we have won a major trophy where Arsenal haven't. You've had your chances. We were lucky to win ours, but we won a major trophy.
But they were the best team in the Champions League, though.
Yeah,
they were.
Yeah. I mean, you see, the thing is, right? I didn't think that. I didn't think so, because I know from Arteta saying that, he knew that he had his fans that actually believe it. And there has been some that said, "Oh yeah, we were the best team in the Champions League, by the way." Yeah, because that's what they're good at. The man has an ego. Oh, you know what? I don't even want to talk about. I'll get wound up talking about Arteta. Sorry, Dermo, carry on.
No, it's okay. Right, for you.
Demo, I was going to ask you quickly before you move
Yeah.
on. Did you see? Speaking of like White and Jordan, did you see when they compared? Arteta took over a week after Mourinho did.
I saw that.
They were comparing the time since.
Yeah.
And I have to agree again. Probably won't surprise you. I agree with Simon Jordan. And he was just like, Arsenal have had a significant better time, even though you're right, Spurs have won the trophy. But if you look at the chaos, I know Brenny. I know Brenny might be a bit fed up with Arteta, and I don't blame him, because obviously they've become obviously a little bit joking in the bottle jobs, also, you know, never quite crossed the finishing line. But I think their clubs are much more stable. Look at the chaos Spurs have been in more or less constantly since the Mourinho appointment, which was 1 week after before Arteta, and they covered that whole time period. Just thought, wondering if you saw.
No, I think that's a good point, because look, I will get back to the question to you, but just under that, Tequila, if you do look at Tottenham, you do look at Arsenal. Arsenal looked a more well-run club, where we have been a circus from one joke to another joke to another joke to another joke. We've gone through so many philosophies, from Mourinho's and Conte's defensive philosophy to Ange Postecoglou's attacking at all cost philosophy. We've had nobody in the middle, and we've got Thomas Frank, who's sort of a bit like Conte, but he's trying to be Ange Postecoglou. And I think he needs to be his own manager, his own man, and his own philosophy of football. And I agree with what Simon Jordan said. I did, and I watched it with great interest, that Tequila, to be fair. I do. I know we won a trophy, but if you look up over the years, I think Arsenal have been the better team. And I hate saying that, but I think they have.
They also give their managers more time. I know that a lot of I remember a lot of the Arsenal fans wanted Arteta out several years ago. You probably saw the same thing I did. But I mean, the club as a whole, Brenny, your club, if maybe not the fan base, but your club is a hell of a lot more patient than a lot of other clubs are.
Yeah, and I know, and I didn't get why Emery went after 18 months, and then it was a case of, You know,
Yeah.
fans are like, "Oh, it's a mess. It's a state. It's this and that." And to be honest with you, he tried to clean up the mess that Arsene Wenger left, and for me, they still should have given Emery more time because I think he would have done something.
Good manager he
And
is. Yeah.
yeah, and he's a top manager. He does well with what he's got, because there's a lot of fans that over the years that I've spoken to who've said, "Oh, Emery's crap. He's this. He's that." And really look at what. And I said, look at what he's done in Spain. It's not, and it wasn't just. It wasn't just.
Got Villarreal to the semi-finals of the Champions League, mate. Villarreal, he got them to the
Yeah,
semi-finals. You're not a mug
I
if you could
remember.
do that,
I'll
mate.
tell you what. I was there. I was there that day with Martha off, where we was in Liverpool that week, and Villarreal fans were in great voice. I tell you, it was wonderful to see, even though they didn't get through, but they were just there to enjoy the moment. And then the season before they won the Europa League, and
Yep.
and then he also because I used to watch La Liga back in the day when it was world class, and he was Valencia manager when they were struggling, when they struggled, and he kept getting Valencia, I think, third and fourth. Couldn't break the Real Madrid Barcelona domination, but I mean, to do that with Valencia, and he had David Villa at the time, and they were struggling at the time. And then he was a serial Europa League or UEFA Cup winner back then with Seville. He's done that 3 times. So he's won trophies. He's not won La Liga. He's not. I bet he's never won. The only league he's ever won was with Paris Saint-Germain. But you know, he's won trophies. He's a winner, and you know, you can't knock him. But a lot of Arsenal fans still knock him because all it is this Arteta. Like, but for me at the time, you know, I give you should give any manager time. And I've said I wouldn't have, after Wenger left, I would not have gone with Arteta. I would have gone with someone more experienced, and I wanted Arteta to apply his trade somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then come,
I agree with that.
and then come to Arsenal.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree with that, actually. I think that's actually, I think, look, I think the Villa manager is a very good manager. I was shocked when he got the sack at Arsenal. I was thinking, what?
Yeah, I
You
couldn't
mad?
believe it. Couldn't believe it.
And I don't think enough credit goes to him for that FA Cup win. You know, everyone
it
goes,
doesn't.
"Oh, you know, Arteta's got an FA Cup win," but
Yeah.
it was very clearly with Emery's team. And yes, Arteta's done stuff since. I think the major thing about Arsenal is if Arteta left tomorrow and you've got another decent manager, you've still got really, really, really good players, because that's what's happened over the last.
I think we'd
5
win the league if we had a top class manager
Yeah.
in place tomorrow. I
That's
think we
the
would.
sad thing. That's the sad thing about it. And I think if we had a better manager, I think, look, I love Thomas Frank, one of the men before Ange did, but if we had a proper manager, imagine if we had a Conte or a Mourinho now with the players we've got.
Yeah.
I think we'd be a totally different side.
Imagine if Arsenal had Conte, right?
I'd say, you see, Conte, Mourinho, I rate those managers, but you see, those that are loyal to Arteta wouldn't admit that, because what it is that you get the saying, it's like if you have a chart, if you have a chart for top gooners, right, and they'll say what will be number one at the chart will be, but who are you gonna get? And that's all they say is, but who are you gonna get? Who are you gonna get? And that's those words. And then there's times where I stop having that conversation because I could reel off some names, and then they would all say, "Oh, but they're not good enough."
Yeah, I know. Look,
You know what I mean?
we are, I get it. I get it. I mean, I'd love to have this conversation all night, but I'm time restrained, so
Of
I do
course.
have to get off in a few minutes. To go and eat watch the grib, or go and watch somebody stick their head in a box full of spiders or snakes. Which I'm looking forward to. Tequila, you are Thomas Frank. You're in that dressing room. It's moments before the North London derby. You're in there. You've got the players looking at you. You've done your tactics. You've picked your team. You have to give a motivational speech. What would you say? And you got free reign on this, by
No,
the way.
I'm not. I could be sarcastic and talk about, just score one goal would be nice, and I could make loads of jokes. But in all seriousness for this one, I don't care if we win, right? So my message for Tom and Frank, I think it should be, if they just give 100%. It sounds so simple, but that is all that any of us fans really, really care about.
Yeah,
I
it is.
know we all want to win, but earn respect. It's a quote I use from the bloody Karate Kid. Yes, a 1985 film, right? Earn respect, make good fights. That's what Mr. Miyagi says to Daniel's son. I've carried that my entire silly little life, that merit. Earn respect, make good fight. It doesn't matter if you lose. It doesn't. But earn the respect. And all I want is to respect Spurs. That Chelsea game we had a couple of weeks ago, no respect. Pathetic, embarrassment, right? But if they do that again, then I have serious issues with the I already have issues with a lot of the players already because I don't think they've got the metal for it. But I have serious issues with Thomas Frank. If we come out and play like that again, Dermo, right? I'm not going to be Frank out, but I have serious issues with that man's ability to motivate these players. If they do that again in another London derby.
Yeah,
The
I
problem,
agree with you.
the problem is our record away at the Emirates is absolutely atrocious. And we've got the same problem going up against Arsenal that we had against Chelsea, which is they've got way better players than us. And I think again, it was won or lost against Chelsea. In the midfield, we got absolutely monstered by Caicedo and Enzo, who are just I think people don't realise just how good they are. They're like there's a reason why they cost 200 million between them, and coming to us, I come back to it. I can't see anything other than Rice and Zubimendi sort of bulldozing us, especially at the Emirates where we've got such a bad record. Unfortunately,
but Rain, do you think that I know there's going to be some Spurs fans, but do you think most of this rationale Spurs fans are really expecting to go there and control the game against them? Very few of us. You might get some, bless Dermo, but you might get some who might expect us to go there and match them for equal terms. We can't match them for equal terms because, as you just said, we're significantly weaker than them in every area. Defense might be our best part, but I still think they've got a better defense than us. Defense might be the best part of our team, but they've got a better defense. They destroy us in midfield and up front. They're much better than us as well, in my opinion. But I just want them to make me respect, just make me proud. I want to be proud. That's it, mate. That's honestly the most thing I care about. I just want to see effort, mate.
I think it's going to be a tough day.
It will be.
Yeah, but I agree. And it's not beyond the possibility, right? I mean, let's be clear. Our injury crisis is a lot worse than their injury crisis, but there are some cracks. So Havertz is there's no sign of him coming back anytime soon. Gyökeres is touch and go. So Arsenal have got their classic problem under Arteta. Who's gonna, where they've got no sort of striking option. The goals are going to need to come from somewhere else, and it's been coming from set pieces. So and we are very, very good under Frank, not just at offensive set pieces, but also at defensive set pieces. So I think I might talk myself into a 0-0.
Look, for me, if I was in that dressing room, Tequila knows I'm all about passion. I'm all about coming out, giving her all. Win, lose, or draw, I want you to play for that shirt. This shirt is lent to you. It's not given to you. It's lent to you. That's why I was so, after a few games, and Tequila's going, do you know what? I mean, you know what I mean, Tequila? A few games where I've been a bit, Man United, where I'm a bit deflated and you're more logic, you're more reason than me. And you go, no, it's a good point. And when you think back of it, it was a good point, Tequila. Do you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah,
Is
but I
it
never
theirs?
but I never disagreed with you about the effort. One of your big concerns, the first time I noticed you having a big problem with this team this season, at least anyway, was
Yeah.
away to Monaco.
Yeah,
You were few.
yeah.
Overall, a point away in the Champions League, and Monaco were no mugs anyway. As I said to you
I
before
was
the match,
watching your watch along. Yeah, you were, mate.
you were absolutely distraught
Yeah.
in that after that Monaco game, even though the result itself was pretty good. But the performance
Yeah.
was shocking, and that was before the
Mm.
Chelsea performance. So we've had,
Yeah.
this is what I mean, that we've had a couple of these, Dermo, and if it happens
And it
again,
worries me.
if it happens again, there will be calls for Frank, and I'm not saying I'm going to join them because it still is only 3 months, but there has
Yeah.
to be serious questions involved with his
I-
ability to motivate this team if it happens again.
Yeah. Look, we all hated Ange, but Ange could motivate the team. Ange could he motivated that team before the Europa League final. We all saw the speech. It was all about family. It's all about Ferguson did it as well, wasn't he? Ferguson used to say your grandparents worked down the pits to give you this opportunity, give your parents to give you this opportunity. So it's all about, and North London, it means a hell of a lot. It's bragging rights, but it means everything. It means everything to win that game. And there's big games in the season. Yes, there is. Chelsea, Liverpool away, Man United away. But this is the end of it. This is the game where you got to come out and get 3 points. This is the game where you want in the first 10 seconds, get a thunderous tackle in. Tell the opposition, we're not scared of you. We're going into your backyard. We're going to tell you we're here to fight. We're here to win. We don't care who we are. We're Tottenham Hotspur. We're going to come to the Emirates and we're going to win. And I use the island mentality. Nobody gave us a hope in hell to beat Portugal or Hungary. But we ended up beating the Portugal 2-0. And we went away. We never gave up. 2-1 down. We got the equalising goal and we didn't give up. Yes, we got lucky with Troy Parrott getting the third goal. But 1 point after 3 games, we're in the World Cup playoffs. We shouldn't be afraid to go anywhere. I don't care if it's Emirates. I don't care if it's PSG. I don't care wherever it is. We were going and we're going to win because we are who we are. We are Tottenham Hotspur. We're the pride of North London. We are. There's only one. There's loads of cities. There's loads of Uniteds. There's loads of Rovers. There's only one Hotspur. And that is Tottenham Hotspur. This shirt, this badge, this cockerel, this is what you're fighting for. You're fighting for the people in the stands that pay good money to go and watch you play week in, week out. I don't care about Arsenal. I don't care about their brilliant record at home. I don't care that they're going to have their fans out there. We need to go out and show who we are, what we're about, and what we can be. And that is to win. And we've got to win on Sunday. Because if we have another performance like Chelsea or like Monaco, there will be serious questions asked about Thomas Frank. I don't want that.
Dermot, away at the Emirates. We've won once in 10 games.
Right, it doesn't matter. I don't care if we won once there. I want us to go out and show who we are. Would I take a draw to begin with? Yeah, of course I would.
Yeah.
But that's sort of me being sensible. Me being delusional, I want all 3 points.
Yeah,
Because I want to prove a point. I want to prove a point to everyone that our manager can do better than what the previous manager can do. We can go there and get a win. And I want these Monaco's games, guys, and Chelsea games to be teething problems for us to get to where we need to be. And that is being qualifying for the Champions League and going to places like Arsenal, going to places like Liverpool, going to places like Stamford Bridge, going to places like Old Trafford and winning and not taking anything less. Take a draw if you can, but win and give 120% because you're not fighting for yourselves. You're fighting for us. You're on that pitch. So, look,
so when Tequila buys Tottenham Hotspur, your job is clearly team talk. That's.
Thank you.
You're going to send him out in front of the media, mate, all week. He's going to be doing everything.
I think I'll put Ange to shame. I think I would.
Just so you are, mate.
Just who I am, mate. Look, we are going to end it there. I'm going to get score predictions from the guys. Tequila, what are you going for, bud?
This will bring back some memories for Brenny. 1-0 to the Arsenal, unfortunately.
Brenny, what are you going for, bud?
I said it a few weeks ago. It's still going with 3-1.
Rain,
So
what are you going for, bud?
I think it'll be 0-0.
Right, Tequila, do you want to ask the sensible me or the delusional me?
Oh, I want the delusional you all the time. I want the 4-0 or the 4-1 that's about to come out of your mouth. So
I am going for the Irish spirit. I'm going for it. I'm going to bring the Irish spirit to the game. We're going to bring our inner Portugal hungry. We're going to go 2-0 down and we're going to come back and win 3-2. And Van de Ven is going to score a goal in the 6th minute of injury time. Now, I don't know if I should go down and put a bet on that, but I may well do.
and what's next week's lottery numbers while you're there as well? Because you could let me know.
Yeah.
If that does happen,
probably
I
bore
will
you.
fall off my chair.
We'll probably bore you in the first half an hour.
Yeah.
You see, that's the thing with us. We start off really slowly.
Look,
And so will we, Brenny.
That actually brings That's actually an interesting point you guys raised, Brenny. Are we thinking it's going to be a good game, though?
We are
as Brenny's just put, do we think are we expecting a good game, or is it going to be a bit of a mundane affair?
Well, we haven't played great. We haven't played great football this season. I mean, we've had like maybe Newcastle, Atletico Madrid, but we've just been getting results. I think there's only about 2 or 3 games where I said, "Wow, this season."
You could literally be talking about either side. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You could literally be talking about either side, except the you're a bit more of a. You just got better players than us. I don't know.
But guys, look, we are going to leave it there. I know I'm a bit short. I do apologize. We will be back next week. This podcast, episode 3, will be back. Will it be me in tears? Or will it be Brenny jumping around in delight? Or will it be the opposite way around? Will Tequila decide to buy another football club? Who knows?
By Forest Green, mate. I love the name.
Yeah. Will Rain start believing that Thomas Frank is the Messiah?
Robbie Savage.
Yeah.
But we only know if you tune into episode 3 of the North London podcast. Yes, I have been Dermot, aka Dermatron. My co-host has been Tequila, aka Simon Jordan. And thank you all for watching. Do hit the like button, do hit the subscription. But Brenny, where can people find you, sir?
Hey, no, thanks for having me on, man. I love the banter. Love coming on here. You know, it's one channel I really do enjoy coming on. Yeah, you can find me on my own channel on Brenny K74. It will probably end up having there'll be a slight name change on the channel with probably just maybe Brenny KTV. I've got my brother Damos. He's been working a few bits for me, and yeah, so you can reach me there. Like, share, subscribe, please. I'm still on the road to 100. I've had some great content in the last few months. It's been fantastic, and you could also find me on X. You can find me on Instagram Threads as well, and you can find me on TikTok and the Football Takeover with my guy Bobby, the one and only.
Yeah, I'm joining you lot tomorrow night, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Tequila, thank you so much, Brenny. I'll see you next Friday, bud. Tequila,
Thanks, mate.
Where can people find you, bud?
Okay.
Obviously on here with you lads, and theplaypouch.com, where there's South Park that should be tomorrow night. I think the next episode of South Park, if you like your adult humor and games, after 10 p.m. hopefully.
Yeah, do get over to the Play Patch, a great gaming channel. Very quickly, I have a show coming out on Double Dumb Gaming tomorrow. I'm going to talk all about EA Sports not bringing out a full F1 2026 game, by bringing it out to DLC and bringing a whole new game out in 2027. So join me tomorrow at 6 as I talk about that and give my thoughts. Should FC follow the EA route?
Yes.
Of skipping a year and getting it bang on. So that's what it's going to be about. I know not everyone's a Formula One fan, but I think it's going to be wide reaching. That's what I'm going to have a rant about tomorrow night. But last but not least, really not last at all. Rayman, where can people find you, bud?
Well, you know me. I'm the not so littlest hobo. I sort of skip on the various channels and say my piece, but I just do it for the giggles. And thank you very much, Dermot. You know, really enjoyed coming on here.
No, I enjoyed this, but look, and thanks a lot, guys. Wherever, thanks for turning up. Thanks for watching. It's been a mad month on the channel. It really has. But yeah, we are going to do that, a special show in Christmas, just to thank you guys for the support you've shown us this year. It's been mental, hasn't it, Tequila? This year has been good for the channel, hasn't it? We've really taken a massive step.
Lots of good numbers.
Yeah.
Lots of good support.
Yeah, so do bang up your memberships. Do bring in your super chats. Do bring in your stuff. We want to keep doing what we love doing. I've made a task for us. We want to reach 2,500 before Christmas, and we want to reach 3K before the end of the season. So let's see if we can get there. Tequila, do you want to take us out as always, bud?
Okay, mate. Thomas Frank better do his job, mate. Better motivate those players, mate. Or I'm coming back, lads. I'm coming back. Third season's always better than the second season, mate. Just
oh God, we're going for season 3 better than season 4 now. Good night.
Eyes on the